Hi, welcome back to channel TrainStation2. All right, happy to share what we got first again in the second competition. I'm really looking forward to that 1000 event coin legendary train as a Christmas present. But of course, now we're going to work hard. I'm not going to spend any of those keys. You're going to save up for the other 4000 event keys legendary. So the decision is being made based on the fact that we are leading with a good EP gap. So otherwise I may need to spend those to get that extra 200 EP from the reward path of the spending sprint. So looking at how things progress so far, I'm really glad we managed to unlock the holy jobs. So when the holy jobs appears, is from the center hidden workshop. Then of course this holies would allows you to claim 3 more trains. So this holies you really got to save up, keep on doing the jobs. I think there are 15 numbers of them. Hopefully there will be more after the 15, but of course now we only know there are 15 in total. There are bonus probably for that 15, but after that probably there will still be holies but without bonus. So make sure you have sufficient of those items, dispatches and whatnot before you click on the activate button to earn that extra bonus there. So at this juncture we are about 400 EP gap ahead of the second player. So I'm not going to spend those precious event keys, or they call it snow keys. So like I said, more importantly is later on when we have that 4000 snow keys, we can actually exchange it for the legendary and unlock that special job. Probably my guess it could be a 100 EP job, or at least a 70 EP job. So with that, then probably we have a good winning chance in the third competition. So I'm hoping we may be able to exchange that train by the midpoint of the third competition. Looking the amount of union dollars I've left, I'm very fortunate that my union won second in the latest competition, and we got extra 500 union dollars. Otherwise we're running dry on those union dollars. Without union dollars it's really tough to fight competition, but I believe I will exhaust all my union dollars in the third competition itself to do that extra boost for the batch trains. So my boost will always be on the rare as well as the common trains. So those are the batch trains that I have currently, and every boost really helps a lot, because collecting of that 15-minute parts or raw materials you can call it from that event maps is taking a long time, and with the extra boost of 50, because we have 5 trains plus 10 each, so that makes a huge difference, and also delivery wise it makes a huge difference as well. The only thing is you must have sufficient union dollars. I think that's something good to bear in mind. Gems wise, got a very small quantity of 25 right now. Hopefully you can collect more by watching video. Through the rewards path we may get some sometimes, not forgetting really you're gonna really earn it through the reward path. Of course sometimes you're lucky, spin the wheel, unlikely to have it, but sometimes it may appear. You go to your union shop and sometimes you watch video, get 2 extra gems. So this is basically how I earn those gems. I'm not a pay to win, so as a free to play it's really tough to get gems. Doing some housekeeping here. As usual, warehouse space is small. I'm really lazy to lay out all the buildings. Otherwise I think probably have sufficient for upgrade of the warehouse space, but so far I think this is good enough for me. So I've been doing well with this small warehouse space. Let's see how things work out. Probably once I clear that off, we should have sufficient space right now to do some other stuff of manufacturing. Okay, so I think I need to get bricks out. So subsequently I gotta create another one. So alright, so we have limestone as well, and let's see. Oh, okay, we short of 20. Gotta wait for a while before we come back to that. So what I just did was I put the order to manufacture glass just to park aside the materials. There can more space to maneuver in terms of the space that in my warehouse, right? So the whole is definitely a bonus. You can finish that bonus job. then make sure you save all the holies for what you aim for. I'm not too sure whether we can get all the 3 trains, but at least minimally we should get one. Aiming for the best, of course, probably the epic train. Then I need not worry about getting an epic train if from the 2500 will take probably about the 5th competition. If I can get it out fast from the holies, I think why not. So when the jobs comes from that special job, once you cleared with the legendary, sometimes they may ask for epic train, so just make sure you have both the legendary and the epic train from the events that you can do that special job. For now, I'm really hoping that we can win one more time, and then we should be able to claim that legendary. I've won some event coin from the challenges itself, and place the luck on the spin wheel. So those are things that allows me to claim up to probably 100 extra event coin, and together with the 3 wins of 900, 300 each, which is 900 in total, we have sufficient 1000 event coin. So looking here, 5 hours left, we are 700 EP ahead, definitely no problem. Just make sure you don't spend your event keys or anything else. All right, so this is what I meant. 500 extra union dollars achieved from the union competition. It's really lucky there, and definitely going to do the engine warhol for the common and rare, but not now because I'm going to save it up for the 3rd competition. Since I already have a huge gap between myself and the 2nd place, there's no way I'll lose this. There's only 5 hours left, so I'm going to spend anything right now, be it gems, union dollars, or precious gold. I'm not going to spend any until the 3rd competition starts. So for now, it's just about finishing up the jobs, especially the holy jobs, and then we can churn out as much bonus, as many as bonus as possible. Then the other thing we really got to do is when a new challenge comes about, which is churning out factory items from the event, then that would allows you to claim a bit more of that reward as well. So every single challenge, you're going to fight your best and make sure you do it. In terms of dispatchers, just make sure you send them out to collect raw materials, so that you can keep your event factory round the clock working before you send it to deliver items, because otherwise you lack of dispatcher. The other way how people goes about is, if you have 12, then you do a 6-6, which means 6 you're going to do deliveries and 6 collections. But I don't think that's optimal. For me, I'll always send all my dispatchers out 13 just to collect raw materials, and then the next round they just deliver. So it's easier for me. I need not lock in the game continuously, probably just once every hour, of course excluding sleeping time. Then that should suffice, because if you take a look at how you manage your dispatches, if you have been sending up anyhow, you'll be having a hard time almost every time you lock in the game, or you're going to miss really good amounts of wasted idling dispatches in your station. So just make sure you manage it in that manner. Send them all out at the same time. When it all comes back, and send it out again. Just collect more raw materials first before you send it out, so you can have your Christmas factory working round the clock, right? So do remember important non-event items to manufacture would be the copper, saw blade, and nails, right? So these are really crucial items in the event itself. For me right now, it's really doing up the holy jobs, and once I finish the other 2 jobs, probably going to do a pause to save it up for the EP head start, and that's what I meant always. Do the jobs, then you don't collect them until the start of the next competition, and always must start late, so you avoid the really strong competitors about 10 to 12 hours late. Apparently, just don't log into the game. There's a clock that runs to tell you when the next competition starts, so just before that, do not log in the game. Then you just have a 10 hours break or 12 hours break before you log on again, but do not go beyond that. You may be disqualified, that you can't join competition. That would be disastrous. All right, so just go to bear this in mind. 10 to 12 hours is more than sufficient to be grouped together with a less competitive group. All right, so this is my holy job. I'm going to just do more of those. For now, I'm going to collect more of this from the plastic plant. This is really critical and time consuming, of course. Really cute here. We have reindeers doing some deliveries, and I'm going to collect a bit of those extra All right, so we eventually ended with 600 EP ahead. And of course, with that, let's show you the amount of 685 right now. All right, thank you so much for watching. Good luck for the next competition. Goodbye.